Hello, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, good night, hello, wherever it is you are. Hello, it is, at least in Bristol in the UK, it is Tuesday the 18th of August 2020. I hope you're well. Hope you are well. Today we have a very different thing coming to you today. We have a murder mystery today. So, we shall see how that goes. First of all, hello to everyone who's already in the chat. Hello, Foggy. Hello, Fogarty. Hello, Zadster, Annika, Cheesy Dancing, Polka Dots. Did I say Annika? If I didn't, Annika. If I did, Annika. There we go. Hope you are all well. You've already said hello in the chat, and hopefully there'll be millions more of you watching and helping us all through. Hello, good evening, Catnip and Edam Cheese. Nomming on ice cream. Okay, this is not fair. I want ice cream now. This is not fair. Hi, Alchemist. Hope you are well as well. Without any further ado, there is one person, the Richard Osman of this stream, who I do need to introduce. Everybody, put your mittens together and say Scott rocks, because it's Scott! Hello!
Good evening, everybody. Hello.
How are you today?
Doing all right. Just doing all right. I'm curious at this large box that has appeared on camera.
Yes, indeed. We will be opening it together in a few minutes. First of all, I've got to say, is it a little warm where you are?
It is a little warm, but we're coping.
Well, yeah, yeah. You are so modest. I like that about you. It's been, what, 35, 36 this week or something?
Yeah, I've had my air conditioning running pretty much straight through the night because it's the only way the house stays cool enough in the
Oh,
morning.
goodness, yes. And
Yeah.
I know that you even escaped to the car for a bit when it
Yeah.
couldn't cope.
Yeah, that's been my technique, is to go out for a drive because the AC in the car is more efficient.
Yep. Yep, it's a good technique. I like it. Hello to Edam, T-Bow Bear, Bloody Violet. I hope you're all having a good evening as well. So, in front of me, I have a box. It's only 109 in Phoenix. Oh my goodness, Foggy!
There is an investigation going on right now because Death Valley may have set the record again.
Indeed, indeed.
So, I'm glad there was an extensive investigation on the maximum air temperature a few years ago, and now they're going to do it all again.
It was deemed unreliable last time, wasn't it? But they're wondering if
the Libya temperature was it's a whole write up. I'll link it to you some other time. But yeah, it's a cool thing.
Anyway, I hope it's not as hot wherever you are. Lots of people from Europe watching this, so hopefully it's a little bit cooler here. I have in front of me, here we go, I have a box. Normally we'd be doing Puzzle Boat 5, but I thought we'd take a week out to do this. This is a Detective Society box. We'll be back on Puzzle Boat 5 next week. Foggy, you can stop crying soon. It'll be fine. This is the first of a 6-month murder mystery. A thing. It came up on Kickstarter a few months ago, and I kickstarted it. I thought this looked intriguing enough. The people behind it looked like they knew what they were doing. Let's give it a go. And knowing that I could also put it on Twitch as well, because doing things as a group is much more fun, I decided to kickstart it. So it is a 6-month murder mystery thing. I have not opened this box. I am assured that everything I need to know is in this box. I know that I'll need to look at websites online. I'll need to call people. I'll need to send emails. I will be doing all of this as part of the investigation. I probably won't show you the emails I send, just simply because you never know what other parts of my email server might come up on screen. I don't want that to happen. All the naughty emails I send, I am a Nigerian prince. But aside from that, you will see everything that I see. You will see all the things that come in this box. I have absolutely no idea what to expect. Pokernuts says, is it 6 murders or 6 parts to one story? I believe it's 6 parts to one story. It's all about who killed Claire Makeover. So I assume we're going to find out about her life and the potential suspects, and I don't know. I generally don't know. There is only one way to find out, and that is to open the box. So I think it is that time, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. I have here my finest pair of scissors. Ladies and gentlemen, get a responsible adult to operate scissors for you. But seeing as I am alone in my room, I've got to do it myself. So, he says, operating it in towards his chest. Genius idea. Genius idea. Okay, the box is now open. Catnip! Catnip! Before I open it, got to dab, got to do some dabbing. Doot doot. Thank you, Catnip. So, what is in this box? It rattles. So it's genuinely what's in the box, and I have absolutely no idea. I don't know whether... I don't really know how this is going to be formatted in terms of 6 parts. Are we going to eliminate one person per, one suspect? But I'm stalling because I can't get into the box. Oh dear. And at 9:15. Okay, that's open. The 2 flaps have come out. Fine.
Get on with it.
I'm trying! It's too hot here, or something, he says, trying to make excuses. Why are you not opening? Something's just a little bit stuck. Sorry. Ah!
All right, well, now we see the Dan trying to undo the box. He's using both sets of opposable fingers.
There we go.
We know that the Dan will start using his teeth in about 20... Oh, there.
I am like a rodent, in that my teeth do not stop growing, and I have to chew on things to make them to cut them down. Here we go. This is what is inside the box. Ooh. Okay. So we have here, begin your investigation here. I should probably start there. It's upside down, isn't it? Okay, I did that so that I could do the reveal. Right. Begin your investigation here. Will do. 1 large envelope which says Delossus Global on it. 1 large envelope. 1 thing with a QR code on it and the rules, and also clues may be useful. And a couple of pin badges, which I believe were part of the kick-starting backing thing. Yeah, those are. As far as I'm aware, just pin badges for this, but I will show them to you. So this is the first pin badge. Hey, I'm a Kickstarter. Yay. Come on, focus. Focus. You will focus. So the Detective Society Kickstarter backer. And I know someone in the chat is going to be happy with this when I show them the second pin, which just says episode 1. Because it's got a picture of a cat on it. There we go. The Detective Society, episode 1. It's got a cat on it. There we go. So begin your investigation here. Going to move the box away. Put the big envelope there. I'm also assured that it should take between 90 minutes and 2 hours to do each episode, each box. They are nice quality, but they were quite thick, those, yeah. Okay, this is what... there was a card in the starting envelope. And this is what it says. Dear Detective, we've recently been contacted by a company named Delossus Global. We've never worked with them before, but their reputation speaks for itself. They are a security organisation with an incredibly prestigious client list. Diplomas and dignitaries from all over the world. They've been working on a missing persons case and have requested our help. We've decided to assign the case to me. Ha! Fools. We know this won't be easy, but we believe in you, that you have what it takes. Inside the envelope from Delossus is everything you'll need for this case. We do hope that nothing in this package leads to your or anyone else's untimely death. That's fair. Nice of them to wish that. If you need any assistance at any time, feel free to scan the code on the card provided. The password to access those is that. Kind regards, the Detective Society. Alright, so basically, I now need to open. We've had what's in the box, what's in the envelope. Okay. It's quite thick, a little squishy in places, but enough about me. Oh, okay. Ooh. First things first. We have a sheet of A4, and it says Delossus Global at the top. Ari, the disappearance of Claire Makeover. Dear Detective, inside this package is a padlocked folder. Yes. 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 There is an actual padlock on this padlock folder. Could get the scissors out, won't do that. That's mean and against the spirit of things. Inside that folder, all the files related to the case of Claire Makeover. Makeover? I could do makeover, isn't it? Makeover. It would be cheating, Catnip. Completely agreed. However, as I said in my recent email to you, we got a standard email just at the start saying, "Oh, your package is coming soon." To ensure this information doesn't fall into the wrong hands, we've secured this folder with a code that only the very capable detective will be able to ascertain or cycle through, because it's got 3 cylinders on it. To prove you are such a detective, you must examine 3 historical cases from the Colossus Global archives. You will find the details of these cases in the 3 lettered envelopes enclosed. And I can confirm here, we have Z, very, very much like Vies de Mol, actually, these envelopes, liking it, X, and Y, and this one is very thick, like it's a big stack of photographs. Dolossus, Latin adjective, crafty, cunning, or deceitful. Ooh, thank you, Pokenuts. So we've got those 3 envelopes there. So what's in the box? Envelopes, many envelopes. So you will find the details of these cases in the 3 lettered envelopes enclosed. Envelope X and Y will give you 2 numbers, which you must combine in the following way. X, Y, Y, Y. You must then divide this 4-digit number by the solution of envelope Z. The answer to that sum will be a 3-digit code. It will be the 3-digit code you require. However, to obtain these numbers, you will also require some information which you will have received by email in the link I sent you. If for some reason you did not receive my email, you can find a link to it here. Okay. So I'm going to just find that email. What do I search for in my emails? When did they send it? It was only about a week ago. No, 2 weeks ago. So I've had this package for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, something like that. Here we go. Nope, not that one. No, not that one. Here we go. So if... Right. Let's just pull up Chrome. So this is the website, Colossus Global, CM Claire Makeover Assets, for the attention of the Detective Society member. As stated, you'll be receiving a package containing materials regarding the disappearance of Claire Makeover. To access these materials, you'll need the 3 resources below, which are currently password protected, which I assume is for the envelopes. The password can be found somewhere on another part of this page. Was it hiding in plain sight? PFMMLSBD. Once you have unlocked them, feel free to glance through them now, but they will not be of any real use to you until combined with the assets in the package. Thank you for helping us with this case. Okie doke. Yeah, Catnip, this is a monthly subscription thing. I backed it all and did all of them at the same time. They were, I think, if you buy them individually, they're £25 each, so it's not cheap. I think I paid 130 for all 6, which is a bit cheaper, but I think individually it's 25. Okay, I assume I need to look at things here on this Colossus Global website. If you want to look at this website, actually, you could do so, colossusglobal.com. That is the website. You can look there. I'm not hiding that from you.
You actually can't see that.
Yeah, okay, wait, I am hiding it from you, but I'm not hiding the fact that I'm on this website from you. Okay, so we are Colossus, we are security. And we have global reach, complete security, personal shield, essential cogs. Okay. Thank you, Scott, for putting that link in the chat. We provide top security for clients all around the world. Okay, and 119 lives saved, 85 plots foiled, 783 bullets dodged, 1 mistakes made. Intriguing. Very intriguing. I think I'm going to... So I assume I have to, because it was a little bit unclear in my opinion from that previous page. You will need the 3 resources below, but there are no resources below, so unless... I'm not quite sure what I meant to be looking at. PFMM, LSBD, those have obviously got to be part of it. The password can be found on another page of our website, hiding in plain sight. Oh, mistakes made. Right. Thank you, Cheesy Jelly. Yes, don't hint me. Hints are fine. Scott will be my conduit with the chat. I will look at it on occasion. I see. Bullets dodged. That's good. That's good. So this must refer to those numbers. So I'm going to try and put that password in, based on that. So let's just... I wonder what the mistake was. Letting me in for a start. So 119 lives saved, 85 plots foiled, 783 bullets dodged. That's a very specific count. I'm impressed. And 1 mistake made. So I assume we now just have to put them in the order that we're given. Oh, whoops. Here. So that was 85. Is it going to be one long string, or is it going to be like that? I think yes. I think it's going to be this way. 1 LS 119 and BD BD 783. Password is incorrect. Okay, trying that as one string. Whoops. 8511197883. Pressing enter does not do anything. There we go. Assets have now appeared. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so we're in. We have 3 assets, 3 old cases that we need to look at. When we get the answers to these cases, we'll get some numbers. That will then solve a padlock, which you can hear rattling now, which contains, that is a file containing more things. Let's have a look at X. Evidence 12408. Successful law enforcement evasion, highly confidential. Southwest Trains, Derby Station. Oh, you don't want to travel by Southwest Trains. Yeah, it was a successful evasion on Southwest Trains. Very well done. Very well done. Okay, so we've got that. And let's put... So this is envelope X, which will go with what we just saw on the screen. We have a station list and their facilities. Bristol Parkway. That's the rubbish Bristol station. More like Southwest Train, says Chris. Hi, Chris. A map. A map of some of the things, and intriguingly, a scale. I've got a ruler here. I like to measure things up here, so I have a ruler in case I need to measure things. And your first archived case. Listen very carefully, I shall say this early once. This relates to a mission in which an employee needed to escape without being followed. We'd like you to work out the 5 key train stations in their journey. Remember those online assets you accessed? They should prove useful at some point. The employee knew their life was in danger, so they deliberately took a winding route with a lot of detours. Okay. That can be seen clearly, I assume. I've got it like this. I think that's okay. Needs a bit better lighting. Yeah, I'll do. Unfortunately, my lighting is then worse. Oh, that'll do. That'll do. They took a winding route with a lot of detours, avoiding security cameras at all costs. You will need to identify their starting location, the 3 stations they changed trains at, and their final destination. Bear in mind, they travelled through many more stations along the way, as most this helpfully says, as most trains usually do. Oh, British Rail. They set off from the first station just before 8 AM, travelling southwest. There's no north on here, but I will exclusively reveal north that way. They set off from the first station just before 8 AM, travelling southwest for around 150 miles to reach their first destination. They then changed trains, heading to a station at an airport, but this was just a decoy. Our private jet was waiting for them at a different airport. After changing trains at this location, they decided it was a good idea to blend in with the crowd at a football stadium, heading to watch the boys from up the hill. After the match, they caught their final train. They wanted to get to our French headquarters as quickly as possible. The private jet was waiting for them at the airport closest on the map to our HQ in Nantes. The number you require will become clear when you trace the route between the 5 stations. Okay. Lots of words there. I will repeat everything. But that is case X. Hi, Scott. Sorry.
Can you put any of the words on the screen?
I can. So let's just shifty things about a bit. I genuinely no idea what I'm doing here. Okay, let's get you. Let's put the. Just trying to. You're so shiny. That it's shiny ink, so I'm trying not to. Ugh. Okay. Well, that will roughly do. So we have. That doesn't work too badly. I will go through all the relevant information as we go through it. I have a pen. I feel like pen is being too keen here. Too keen. I'm going to use a pencil in case I make a mistake. So, where did they begin? They took a winding route, yes. They set off from their first station just before 8 a.m, travelling southwest for around 150 miles. Okay, well, 50 miles is just over 4 centimetres, 4.2. So 150, 4.2 times 3, 12.6. So they travelled southwest by 12.6. So I assume there's not a lot of things that can go from north east to southwest for 150 miles. I assume it has to be Nottingham to Bristol Parkway. Do people think that's the right sort of thing? This light is not great. Well, there we go. Just turn it off, really. What's the time on the receipt? Aha, good point. So the receipt, I will come to in just a second. One thing that was mentioned, no security cameras. So on this list, there are some stations with security cameras. They are Birmingham New Street, Coventry, Gatwick Airport, Reading, and Watford Junction. So I think, does that mean he doesn't get off at those stations, or he can't travel through them? They're winding route.
They're asking about the receipt that's online because I don't think anyone could read it when you head on the website.
So can I zoom into that? Zooming in does weird things in this view. So it's quite small, but it does say Derby.
Okay, right click on the picture and choose view image.
There we go.
And then now, so yeah, thank you.
So we have Derby, £61.90. That's quite cheap for all this travel. I think someone's doing some fare dodging. At 7:57. So that is a very, very good point. Thank you, Tharkot. This is their starting location, Derby. Okay. Going to put a 1 there. And they travelled 150 miles southwest. So that must be Bristol Parkway. Just checking the... checking that. That's about 12 and a bit, 12.6 centimetres. So that's fine. So they go to Bristol Parkway. So I've put...
What were you thinking about, Chris?
Put a 1 there and a 2 there. Sorry, you're a bit quiet, Scott. Let's amp up you a little.
No, I'm just going a little sideways here. Chris, you mentioned that you had some thoughts. What were you thinking about?
So they travelled southwest to reach their first destination. So they went from Derby to Bristol Parkway. Then they changed trains. Bristol Parkway does not have any security cameras, so that's good. They headed to a station at an airport, but it was just a decoy as our private jet was waiting at a different airport. So they went to either Gatwick, Heathrow, or Southampton. So they either went Gatwick, which is there, Heathrow, which is there, or Southampton, which is there. Avoiding at all costs. So yes, it does sound like they never even go through a train station with a security camera. They took a winding route with a lot of detours, avoiding security cameras at all costs. So I'm going to mark off then all the ones with security cameras. So Birmingham New Street is there. That's got a security camera. Coventry. He's not going to Coventry. Is that coming out okay? It's a little light. Gatwick. Well, if Gatwick has a security camera and Heathrow and Southampton don't, we now know that he's never going to go to Gatwick. I mean, who does? But he's about to be, when he goes from Bristol Parkway, he will go to either Heathrow and end up in Southampton or vice versa. We now know that. Where else is CCTV? So that was Gatwick. Reading. Oh, no! Love Reading. And Watford Junction. Not going there. So how do we get from Derby, then, to Bristol Parkway without going through Birmingham? Because I assume this is going to trace out numbers. Gatport, Airwick. Oh, absolutely. So you'd have to go here. You can't go there. So you've got to go round down here. There. Do you have to follow the curvy bits? We can't go through Reading, so we've got to go down through here. Sorry?
2 questions.
Yeah.
What are the 4 sets of icons?
The 4 sets of icons are changing facilities or loos. Coventry doesn't have one for some reason. Disabled facilities by the looks of it. CCTV cameras is the 3rd one. And then airports is the 4th.
And those are the 3 airports you've already indicated.
Yes, so the airports are Gatwick, Heathrow, which doesn't have security, and Southampton, which also doesn't have security. So to go from Derby to get to Bristol Parkway, seems like there's quite a few routes, but it's definitely going to have to go this way to start off with.
I will comment on. I'm waiting for the chat to say things. So, Cynical Bear points out that maybe it's just not changing trains at a place with a camera, because if you're on a train, you're not going to be picked up by CCTV.
I mean, this is a good point.
But if you're changing trains, yeah, you will be. So
okay, but we know that they definitely won't get off at Gatport Airwick. That one's fair. So, okay, so just going. Do you know what? I'm gonna get a coloured marker out. Oh yeah. Okay, so famous last words. All right, does this pop up? You can see that. So we think straight down for this. They deliberately took a winding route. I think that means they just didn't go from their starting location to their end location. I know I can't erase a coloured marker. This is the excitement of it. So I think it's just 1 to 2 straight away. It's just the winding route is just not start to finish straight away. So I've done it. I've only gone and done it. So that is that.
Yeah, Chad, feel free to throw in anything at this point. So.
They then changed trains. Fair enough, you would do at Bristol. Heading to a station at an airport, but this was just a decoy as our private jet was waiting for them at a different airport. After changing trains at this location, they decided it was a good idea to blend in with the crowd at a football stadium, heading to watch the Boys from Up the Hill. Chris, you had something to do with that. I assume the Boys from Up the Hill is going to be the nickname of a football club, and that will tell us which of the 2 airports we're going to. The Boys from Up the Hill, Oxford United. Okay. Thank you, Chris. Oxford United. So, it says, they changed trains heading to a station at an airport, but it was just a decoy. So, I think they must have gone to Southampton, because then they go up to Oxford.
I'm happy with that analysis.
It's one of the. I was just being amused by David's comment of the fact that they don't have CCTV on trains these days. Good job. Paper bag on the head. That's what it is. So reckon there, and then up to Oxford. So they're going to end up at Heathrow because they're going to go to Nantes. After the match, they catch their final train. They wanted to get to our French headquarters as soon as possible, so therefore it's just going to be Oxford to Heathrow. So it's that. Does that look like anything? Or to Heathrow and then back to Oxford. They've got to finish at a place with an airport, so Southampton or Heathrow, and we've already been to Southampton, so it's got to finish Heathrow, I think. The number you require will become clear when you trace the route between the 5 stations. Well,
yeah, I agree with QuizzyDan, which is also, if you let's say you go to Heathrow first and then come back.
Right. So ignore this line.
Just get another color marker.
Green. So you go over here and then Heathrow. How would you then go to Southampton? Would you go this way? Or...
So...
Because I don't think you can... Oh, no, it's got to be Heathrow to Oxford, doesn't it? Duh. And then... that. Have I completely missed... If you're gone Bristol to Oxford and then down to Southampton, you get the number 4. There we go. I'm going to do this in green. So ignore the orange, which was a mistake, but you get the number 4 written out. So that is the first archived case, case X. That is going to be number 4. There we go. And Southampton is closer to Nantes. There we go. Ah, at the airport closest on the map to our HQ. There we go. There we go. Okay. We have a number. What is in envelope Y? Okay. Why, I hear you ask. Put that over there. This one's quite thick. It feels like lots of photographs or something. Oh boy. No, I don't know what this is, but I'm already... Oh, I don't have enough room. Okay. So I've got here, let's put this on here. PE7 high explosive, NM91 high explosive, C4, Semtex. Oh no. Oh, lots of switches, some batteries. Some of them say A on, some of them say B, some of them say C. So all the batteries are on the C's. The D's, oh, they've all got timers. Oh, this is fun. 3 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes. Okay. Oh, dear. Right. Instructions in this one. It is necessary that some of our employees are familiar with explosives, and it's probably best if you don't ask why. In this archived case, our employee was creating the schematics for a bomb to be used in a very specific scenario. We need you to replicate the schematics. Get to work. Your first step is to pick the right type of explosive. This fictional scenario requires you to destroy one set of servers 4.5 meters away from where you plant the bomb. Okay. So, 4 different potential explosives there. And a second set of servers 5 meters further away from the first. Be careful not to damage anything beyond these servers. Okay, so 9.5 meters is sort of the blast radius. Secondly, the hertz level, which will be very difficult to balance. The correct frequency is between 162 and 290 hertz. Everybody hurts. Thirdly, the power. To identify the correct wattage the bomb requires, You need to multiply the blast radius by 4 and add the Hertz level divided by 4. So many numbers to remember when building a bomb. Honestly, makes it complicated. Lastly, obviously we want to avoid human casualties, so the timer must be longer than the most recent evacuation procedure in the fictional company in this fictional scenario. Right. We do have another asset, though, so let's take a look at the asset on the website, asset Y. Okay. Evacuation drill. Okay. Lots here. Okay, so there's 6 test numbers or something with the date of the drill, roughly once a month, like all good drills. Location is 13 Crown Street, fire evacuation. Number of participants, always about 100. Total evacuation time. Ooh, getting quicker. Good, they're learning from their drills. Improvement, signature, date of report. Gary needs to learn to leave his USBs, but Gary, 13th, Gary, you need to leave your USBs behind. 3 people missing from illness, the slow ones it seems. I'm so proud, my methods of improvement are paying off. 1 extra person in the building and we still made it out more quickly. Quicker again. I'll be honest, at this point, I'm almost hoping for a fire. Okay. Right. Still not quite sure where to start, though. So we've been told that we need this fictional bomb to have a blast radius of about 9.5 meters.
On screen? I know you don't have a lot of room, but
can I do what on screen?
Can you get the text on screen, please?
I could do one or the other, I'm afraid. I can then in the bottom right.
No, the puzzle text. I mean, the actual.
Oh, I see.
Mm-hmm. I'm right up on the microphone, so.
I can boost him. I can boost him a little. I can turn me down and boost him up. There we go.
1 2 1 2.
There we go. Right. So. This is that text. So
just put it down.
Yeah. The first step is to pick the right type.
It's way harder when you hold it up.
Of explosive. This fictional scenario requires you to destroy 1 set of servers 4.5 meters away and a second set 5 meters further away. So 9.5 meters. Okay. Mm-hmm. What does that mean? Well, I mean, I know what 9.5 meters means, but...
Do you have anything that says which... Is there anything on the... Foggy points out, is there anything on the back of any of the...
I mean, this is a good question. No, not that I am aware. No, nothing on the back. So a sample switch mechanism is there. A sample battery is there. And a sample timer is there. Except I haven't put it on the screen.
Chat, you guys... Okay, I'll help for the first one. Well, I think you have a guess on which timer to use.
So we were saying it's got to be quicker than 6 minutes 40. So it's either 7 or 10. Mm-hmm. But we have a 7 and a 10. But we can at least discard the other 2 because they're too quick. So those are now discarded.
All right. So let's put the C's and the D's on the screen.
The C's and the D's. Okay, so yes, we may actually have to. So real world investigation is a thing. We may need to look at the actual.
I would say so, except I don't want to have what is the blast radius of 100 kilograms.
Don't please, everyone here, do not do that.
just a thought. Now, I think Catnip points out that the colored lines may mean something.
Yeah, I'm hoping that they match up, but of course, who says that that they were in the envelope the right way up? I'm hoping that something will match, but nothing seems to be matching.
Nothing does seem to be matching.
Because there's not a bright red on any of the edges. Cut the red wire! And there's nothing... Yeah, because so there's a
Actually, all of the C's appear to have the same pattern of color.
the read the would it help, by the way, if I read the other thing that came in the envelope? The basic guide to bomb making. Each bomb, this might help. Only requires one of each opponent. Okay, so we now know NM91 is 5 meters. Sorry, everyone. PE7 is 40% larger, 70% larger than that, plus a meter, and C4 50% larger than that. So one of those must be 9.5. It's got to be this PE7, doesn't it? That is. Oh no, hang on.
No.
Plus 4. No, hang on. That's wrong.
That's 7.
That's 7. 70% larger plus a meter. Well, that's another.
That's 9.5.
That's 9.5, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Semtex it is. Posture check. Thank you, Fogarty. And thank you to Bocky, who's done the maths. 5, 7, 9.5, 10.5. Okay. Switch values. Each on switch increases the hertz level by 42. Each off switch decreases it by 23. Okay.
So what's our target?
You haven't actually seen them. So
it's in the instruction. We had the hertz targeted in the instructions.
We did indeed. Now you'd think I'd keep a good track on exactly where I've put every sheet of paper. Yes. It's on screen. Okay, so we start. Well, it needs to be 162 to 290, so we can assume it starts at 0. We need 162 to 290, and I think we assume it starts at 0. So this one decreases. Those are all off. So that if there's a starting value, I don't know what it is because it doesn't say.
I don't think you can start something at 0.
I don't. This is nothing that I can see that says, "Oh, this must be the hertz value."
Well, put them on the screen because we can't help if you put the letters away.
So this is what they look like. That all off switches, all on switches, 4 and 3, 2 and 5.
Okay. Please put the bomb making instructions on the screen, and I'm not gonna.
The hertz level. Very difficult to balance, but for the correct frequency, between 162 and 290. Each on switch increases the hertz level by 42. Each off switch decreases it by 23.
Thank you.
I'll have a quick look at the battery values. Each positive battery gives 20 watts of energy. Be careful. 10 watts too many or 10 too little will cause the bomb to be unstable. Okay, so that's another maths thing. So Catnip says we need 4 on if we start at 0. Okay.
Yep, 4 would be 168.
And there's only one with 4 on. And that's 168, is it?
But no, that's the minimum. But the thing is that it's net, so you're going to need more than that.
So 4 or 5. I'm assuming 7 will be too high because 7 times 42 is 280 something, and that's
Mattel has it correct. You need 6 on.
Okay. We don't have a 6. We have a 7, a 5, and a 4.
A 5 should do.
So 4 would work.
No, 4
does not work. Sorry.
Yes, 4 is 168 minus 69, which is too low.
Yeah. Okay, so the 5 or the 7 will work. We will work out from the next step which one of these.
7 is 294. That's also too high.
294. Okay, so we're at 164. The power. So multiply the blast radius by 4. So that is 9.5 times 4, which is 38. And the hertz level by 4. So that's 164 times by... Oh my goodness. The hertz level was... What was it? So it was 164 times 4.
Divided by 4 is 41. Thank you, Catnip and Baki. Your total is now 79.
79. Oh, divided by 4. Oh, thank goodness.
It's okay.
79. So we need power to be. So we've got these here. So if it's a plus like this, it's plus 20. Otherwise, I think it's 0. All it just says is each positive battery gives 20 watts of energy. So we need 4 positive batteries. There's 3 in that one, 3 in that one.
Oh yeah, okay, you're right.
Oh, 1 in that one. Oh no, hang on. Oh goodness, no. No, that's right. And then has to be this one then, because I assume that must be negative 20 then. We need to hit 80. Well, that gives us 100. Welcome to Dan Flails.
Where are the instructions again?
Yeah, sorry about that. Sorry, lots of pieces of paper here. I do apologize.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna. I'm gonna show the instructions, not the puzzles, because you keep moving the instructions off the screen, and that makes it harder. Okay, so just each positive battery is 20. So you need something within that. Okay.
The power.
Okay.
The correct wattage requires you to multiply the blast radius by 4, so that's 38, and add the hertz divided by 7.
You flipped one of the C's upside down, so orient the left C.
Oh, that one's 4. Right.
Yeah.
Ha!
So Dan. Yeah, Dan. I'm going to show Dan how to. We literally just opened the box, so I had no idea what's going on. Next time, I think we can do this a little more carefully.
No. Don't know what you're talking about. So there's 4 batteries here. That is 80 watts.
That is what we need. Mm-hmm.
And then this timer must be just longer than the most recent evacuation, and the word "just" is in there. So with 6 minutes 40 being the most recent, then 7 minutes is that the number you require. Sorry.
No, just go ahead. Aiden's doing a thing.
The number you require will become clear when you look at where, from top down, turquoise and red meet, cream and yellow meet, and peach and purple meet. Okay, I'm going to just put that off because we know it's subtext. So that's B, C, and I'll bring D on in a second. When you where top down, so we know that it's going to be 3 digits from an earlier instruction. So from top down, turquoise and red. So that must be this one. So 2.
Correct.
Where cream and yellow. I assume that's this one. 4. So we got 2, 4. And where peach and purple meet. That's this one, 2. So 2, 4, 2, I reckon. And I'm seeing the same thing in the chat. Perfect. So I'm going to write that down. 2, 4, 2. Okay, we will take a slight step back here, because we had a thing telling us how to combine X and Y. So we've looked at cases X and Y, the fictitious bomb. Yeah, it's now me keeping track of all these pieces of paper. No, that's a piece of work. You will find the details of these cases in the 3 envelopes. So you combine. So we need X, Y, Y, Y. So that number is just 4242. We have that number. It's 4242. We will be dividing that by the solution to envelope Z. I mean, yes, that does indeed. Hey, physics! You joined us in insanity. Thank you so much, physics. See you soon, Fogarty. You join me about to unwrap an envelope with absolutely no idea what is inside. We are solving the disappearance of Claire Makeover.
For the record, poker nuts, I agree with you. I see 5 possible combinations.
Yes. Oh, okay. Okay. I opened the thing and I have some cards here. Literal playing cards. Nothing up my sleeve. I have the 10 of diamonds. I have the 9 of clubs. The 7 of Ujima flips and the king of the other one. So there we go. Pick a card, any card. Is this the card you're thinking of? 1 in 4 of you will be amazed. 4. Okay, I'm just going to look at what the thing said. It just says you then divide this 4-digit number by the solution to envelope Z. So it's not necessarily a single digit. Is that a dot on the 9 of clubs? I think that's just a slightly defective card. The same with the... I think that's just the cards. I don't think that's a thing. We are going to try and solve Puzzle Z. Pretty much all the people we protect love to gamble, which means a surprisingly high percentage of our work ends up in casinos. This archived case is regarding a particularly important Texas Hold'em poker hand. Enclosed in this message are the 4 cards from the game the emissary was playing, the 2 hole cards from his hand, the diamond and the spade, and the first 2 community cards that were turned over. Okay, community cards and my holdings. I'm not a good poker player, but I'd be not happy with that hand. As these 4 cards were all we could salvage following a horrific incident at the end of the game, you must work out the other 3 community cards that were turned. The 3rd community card was the villain from the emissary's favourite book. And this is when he started to believe luck might be on his side. So those are the first 2. We need 3, 4, 5. The 4th was one of the emissary's lucky numbers. It was all starting to come together, he thought. The 5th and final community card won the emissary the big dollar he had come for. It was a number card. And that meant that the emissary had beaten the next highest hand, the 3 of a kind, shown by a Russian oligarch, which delighted him, but not the oligarch. This may or may not have led to the aforementioned horrific incident. The number you require is that of the final community card. Okay. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Twitch is being a moment.
Okay.
It'll come back.
Yeah, my bitrate has gone way down. I am broadcasting on Wi-Fi. That is why I should go fix that. Well, whilst I do that, I will put up on the stream the 3rd of the 3 assets. Yay! Thank you for the follow, Neophobos. Open image, new tab, and zoom out. Here is the last asset. So John Francis is either the person or that. Right, 1 second. I'm just going to actually put my Wi-Fi in. Oh dear.
Okay. Yeah, I think we have. Yeah, good Alice in Wonderland.
Right, there we go.
I think,
Sorry about that.
We can go through this one quickly, because I think this is just a general knowledge.
So we need to work out cards 3, 4, and 5 of this poker hand. These are the first 2. This is what I'm holding. The 10 and king. So we need to work... So he will end up with a better than 3 of a kind. So does that mean he will have a flush? Sorry, is it? Hang on, which one? A straight? I mean, I don't mean a flush, a straight. Is that what he's going to end up with? So he's going to have a jack at some point and a queen. So that's what these 2 have probably got to be.
He's going to need more than that. Oh, no, you Jack Queen would do.
Jack Queen would do it.
You can't really do too much else with that. You could get an 8 and 8 Jack or 8-6 will also work.
Okay. Oh yeah, so full house is indeed possible. King 10-10 would be possible.
Yeah. But anyway, but we
have information.
Yeah, so
The third community card was the villain from the emissary's favourite book. So, if his favourite book is the Alice in Wonderland, that must be the Queen of Hearts. Yes, indeed. So we have that, and we have the Queen of Hearts. Okay. The fourth community card was one of the emissary's lucky numbers. His lucky number is either 3 or 8.
We can leave either of those. That's fine.
Oh, sorry, you're very quiet there.
We can go either 3 or 8. That's fine.
8 does make the most sense, but can it be either at this point?
Well, write them both down. You've got
paper. Okay. Fun fact: I'm writing these upside down for you lot.
We know.
And yeah, literally that's gone wrong. There we go. Oh, and it looks like an 8. Genius, absolute genius. And then the fifth card was a number card, but it made the hand better than a 3 of a kind. So with this 10 king, so the last could be a 6 or a jack.
Well, it can't be a jack because it's not.
So therefore, it is the 6, which you can't see on screen. So what has he actually? So he's got a 6. Yeah, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There you go.
But what we want to know is that 6.
Okay.
There we go. That is. I mean, yeah, you have to wonder about the bidding. You do have to wonder what happened in the bidding in that. But 6.
Hey, you could have been all in early. You never know.
I play like a fish. Anyway, so we have the number 4242. Let's just write that there. And we divide it by 6 to give us 707. And this should mean that we can now open the padlocked file. We haven't even done anything with Claire Makeover yet. We've now solved 3 previous cases to prove that we are good enough. Really hoping that there's nothing nasty in here. But okay, let's do.
Okay, chat. While he's working on that, I'm going to ask the chat a question. I prefer the pronunciation Makova, but
makeover, Makeover.
What do you guys think?
We'll find out. But whilst Markover, let's call the whole thing off. Yes, potato. Anyway, that's open.
Yeah, I feel it's a Slavic type name. So
okay, Markover it is. Fine. Release the spiders! A spider literally crawled into my wireless keyboard yesterday. I tried to shoo it away. It crawled into and underneath one of the keys, and now I can never use the wireless keyboard again. Well, anyway, and now I can't actually get into the folder. Oh dear. Let me just tweak you as well. So here we have. There's quite a few things in here, most of them quite thin. So we have another envelope open immediately upon folder entry. Oh, okay. Well, I won't even get to the rest. There's about another 3 or 4 things in here, but this says open immediately, so I shall. In terms of time, I think it's going about right. Ooh, blimey. Very posh letter. Yeah. Okay, there's 2 letters in there, actually. But here's the first one. Embassy of the Republic of Molvaria. Okay, so there's a Slavic thing. So this is from Leonid Markova. So, a relative. I thank you from the very bottom of my heart for agreeing to help find my darling daughter Claire. She is the most wonderful girl, smart as a tack, graduated Stanford Business School, top of her class. It pains me that she has disappeared. I had such high hopes for her future. I need her back as soon as possible. If you can find out where she is, I can arrange for some of my colleagues to assist me in taking her back to the embassy. I know my daughter. I'm sure she will be in London still, but just gone underground. If there's one piece of advice I give, it's that Claire is a creature of habit. A good place to start would be gaining access to her online banking. I mean, where else? She'll have stopped using the account by now, but you'll be able to see the businesses she was frequenting before she disappeared. That's fine. See you soon, Foggy. Using her bank record and the other information you have, you should be able to rule out places she's no longer visiting. Once you've done that, it'll hopefully leave somewhere that she's continuing to frequent. That's where I can intercept her. I can rule one place out for you immediately. She won't be meeting me for our trips to the theatre, that's for sure. As soon as you identify the place that she's continuing to visit, please email me the name of the business. My email is there. Once again, I thank you so much. Kindest regards, Leonid Markova. There we go. So we need to find out where she might be, which is kind of important. There's a second letter in there. From Delossus Global. Apologies once again for the added security. We couldn't take any risks. We were recently contacted by a representative of Leonid Markova, the ambassador to the UK from the country of Molvaria. The ambassador's daughter Claire has been living with him at the Molvarian embassy in London since she returned from college in the USA. However, no one at the embassy has seen or heard from her for 1 week now, and Leonid has become increasingly worried about her welfare. It is our belief that Claire is still alive and still in London, but other than that, we know very little. That's why we need you. Enclosed, you'll find various documents that will hopefully help you find where Claire is. A letter from her father, Leonid, a letter from Claire's bank, Claire's SMS history on the day she went missing, Claire's business card, a map of central London, and some photographs taken from Claire's room in the Molvarian embassy. Good luck tracking her down. Regards, G. Holloway. Lots of exposition there. How did I do that? That was very clever. Sorry about that. What we have here is a pin. The pin matches Claire Markover's savethekittens.org.uk. So that's that, and it's got Save the Kittens on the back of it. We have a letter from the Bank of Molvaria. It says here, a Molvarian always pays his debts. It's quite small there, so I'll just read that. And it's a letter to say your interest rate is changing. Yes, the interest rate on your account is decreasing. Of course it is, from 0.1 to 0.05% with immediate effects. I've had so many of these letters recently. He says with so many bank accounts. This is in line with government direction. You can find out more of our latest interest rates by visiting the Invest page on our website bankofmolvaria.com. Okay, we'll be heading there in a minute. So we have those two. We've got quite a lot more. Map of central London. A bloody big map of central London. With a scale on it. The Molvarian embassy, if you're interested, is here. So that is, well, put it this way, it's there. So I'll just put that there. Many instant messages. I'm not going to go through them all. We'll have to look at them when we realise what they're useful for. And How accurate is the map? It looks like they've used OpenStreetMap, I think, maybe. It looks fine. It looks right. Just with a big purple star on it. And we've got some photos here. Yeah, because we don't actually know what Claire looks like yet. Not that she may or may not appear on any of these photos, but these are the photos from her bedroom. So we've got a group of 5 here. Another group of 5. Okay. Assuming that Claire is the person in the middle, then she's obviously a fitness person. This may or may not be a love interest. Look at the kitty. Look at the kitty. It's good, it's good, it's good. And 24th of November, 2013. Just checking there's nothing on the back of... me, age 6, and caramel. Well, if you ever need a password, a pet's name is always a good one to go for, isn't it? Me, age 6, and caramel. So there we go. Anything on the back of... Me and Tim. Okay, so that's Tim. Hi, Tim. You look quite nice, Tim. Me, Fishy, and Ryan. Me, Stella, Matt, Tim, and Ian. Okay, and we're going to get me, Stella, Paul, Tim, Ian, and Ryan. Okay, so we're basically going to be able to identify lots of people from those. Okay, so we were directed to, what was it, SaveTheKitties.org. So let's pull up that website. I don't really know where to go from here. Scott, do you have any thoughts? No, good. It's just me. SaveTheKittens.org.
I would agree with Chad. I've been going through all the websites and looking at the cat pictures. So
yes, I'm just about to do exactly the same thing. So yeah. I may squeal.
Although I do like some of the inside jokes that are here. They're very good.
Okay, I may have to read this now. Feline like a hero. Oh, very good. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You've lost me. You came for a stream of puzzles. You're now just gonna get cats. Oh dear.
It's okay for a cat to be called Fishy. I'm called Cheeseburgery. It's fine.
Gosh, I'm a bit scared of Tiger. Look at the tufty ears. Oh, so cute. Anyway, back to the puzzles. You're going to have to rein me in here, Scott. Rein me in. Otherwise, okay. I'm all about the cats.
Just for the record, if you go to What We Do, click the link for that section.
Kitten rescue.
Yeah. So it's always weird when a place has mistakes.
Certainly. Hey, thank you, Internet Cat.
Well,
what is the kitties you're... It's savethekittens.org.uk. Savethekittens.org.uk.
For the record, if you are checking at home, Claire Makova does have a LinkedIn page. This is a whole alternate universe that they've created.
Oh yes, there's part. So this is part ARG. So we probably should look at her LinkedIn page at some point of that.
But just look, I like the mistake. So maybe they don't check if all the
not
cats...
fully checking whether they already have owners. What? We'd like to assure. Oh no. As we carry out our rescues at night, mistakes do happen, but they're happier with the new families anyway. Love it. Love it. There was a page that we had to go to on that website, wasn't there? I think. Was there? I forget.
So you may also have bankofmulvaria.com is the other site.
That was the oh whoops, no, don't go to TweetDeck. Bank. So the other website was Bank of Mul. What was the country name? Mulvaria. I keep wanting to say Malvolio or not.
Moldova.
Yes. .com.
Yeah.
A bank for all Mulvarians. We are proud. Okay, I'm immediately going to try and log in. Because I have an account name, and I'm going to guess what the password is, based on the fact that the first pet...
Go back a little. Well, you can go ahead and try, but if you want to go back and save yourself a step, there's a joke.
Sorry, go back a step. I could go back.
So there's 2 other pull quotes that are useful to you. So you scroll down. So obviously, what our customers say.
I'm just sorry, you're a bit quiet. Can you?
Oh, what our customers say?
The Bank of Mulveria is the only bank for me. This is mainly because it is the only bank in Mulveria, and therefore it is literally the only bank for me. Thank you, Mr. Seaburn.
Now, your first task is to look in the password. Fortunately, this website has a good guide for how to pick a password.
It's going to tell you. Oh, thank you very much for the follow there. It's going to tell me, isn't it, to take my pet's name.
Hi there, Getamu.
Anyway, I like the way they look after my money. For years, I just hid all my Molvos under the bed. But after the horrible robbery incident, I decided to put what was left in the Bank of Mulveria. Sure, the interest rates are robbing me blind, but that's better than 4 men in balaclavas robbing me at gunpoint. Thank you, Mrs. Lungu. You are a valued customer. Password picking advice. No one wants to be hacked. Pick something random. If you pick something obvious, like your mother's maiden name, or the name of a... I hate this website. Then any idiot will be able to figure out... I'm not an idiot! Well, anyway, tell no one. Don't discuss your passwords with anyone. Not your lover, not your brother, and certainly not your brother's lover. And use different passwords. It might make remembering your password easier, but if you have the same password for everyone account... Yeah. Okay. So it's saying if you pick your beloved childhood pet, then anyone will be able to guess it. I'm still going to try it.
I think that's fair. But what's her login? Or her account number?
Now the account number is given on her statement here. Account number is given here. So the account number is 74039003 and Caramel. Boo, did not work.
Does it have to be case sensitive?
Nope. So that was with a capital there. So I've done it with and without the capital. So that disappointingly is not the and some other people in chat I think have tried it as well. Yes, but we at least have. Do we know her mother's maiden name? That is a good question. We don't here, but there's always, of course, a LinkedIn page and all that sort of thing. So this is what we're trying to do. We're trying to get into this account, and then that will tell us. I'm just using her bank records. We'll be able to work out where she is continuing to frequent. Okay. Right, well, if I take a look through... You know how I should really look through everything that I have? We also have these text messages. So, we have text messages from the Bank of Mulveria. Your password... This is your first part... Yes, put that down. Is that readable?
Put it face down on the thing. That's that way. The problem is that when you hold it up, every time your hand imperceptibly moves, the camera tries to refocus.
Yeah. Well, we were close. Your first password reminder. Your password is something. No, and it ends in at. It begins with CA, and it's got a th in it. So it's absolutely going to be Caramel the cat. I see people in the chat saying it. Yeah. Absolutely going to be. So I mean, we were close. And it's got a capital C at the start, which is important, and underscores in between each of the words, and pressing enter. Hooray! Look at the balance!
Oh, switch scenes.
Look at the balance! 500 quid! I won that! Right, 200 quid overdraft limit. Look at that. That's not fair. Right. Wish I had that much money. Okay. Lots and lots of payments. Oh, we've got an in. Payroll, save the kittens. She's doing well from saving kittens. Good. What else have we got coming in? Everything else is Mark Cookson, reference Nando's. Okay, so she's recently had a Nando's. How cheeky. Everything else is out. So what have we got? Oyster Auto Top Up, National Theatre, which we know she's not going to go to because of something we heard earlier. Yes, that's not the most secure set of text messages, was it, really? Karen's Food and Wine. Oh, God. Bernard Therapy. Sir Frothalot. Now, I want a pub. If I had a pub, Sir Frothalot is up there in the list of names that I could use. Pret a Manger, Stella McCartney, Cafe Nero, all goods. Nando's, so that's the ref. Nando's, Spotify, Sir Frothalot. She goes to Sir Frothalot. There's probably coffee rather than beer, isn't it? Annika says, surely a coffee house. Yeah, agreed. Burner Therapy. Those all seem to be regular amounts. Avine Insurance. Cell Phony, very good. Telecommunications. Burner Therapy, another £60. Netflix, good. She watches Netflix. Cool Cats and Kittens Pet Shop. Flatiron Restaurant. Okay. So, according to the letter that we got from her father, if there was one piece of advice I'd give, it's that Claire is a creature of habit. She'll have stopped. A good place to start would be gaining access to her online banking, which we've now done. She'll have stopped using the account by now, but you'll be able to see the businesses she was frequenting before she disappeared. Using her bank records, the other information you have, you should be able to rule out places she's no longer visiting. Once you've done that, it'll hopefully leave somewhere that she's continuing to frequent. That is where I can intercept her. I can rule out one place for you immediately. She won't be meeting me for our trips to the theatre. Okay, so not the theatre. So is it going to be just this one then? The most recent thing that isn't the theatre? So we have to email the father with this. Right, I think that's what I'm going to do. She goes to Sir Frothalot, but she hasn't been since the 12th, so it would be the 19th. There's no date on it. But just seeing what happens when... Oh no, so, oh goodness, don't tell me I'm going to have to cross-reference this with the map. Okay. What's the rest of the text message records? Yes, okay, that is a very good question. So, lots of text, but to various different people. So here's some text to Tim Montgomery. Hey, just so you know, I'm going to be dropping off grid for a bit. You might not hear from me. Don't worry, I'm fine. No, you're not. Everything all right? Yeah, just don't want you worrying. Okay, so it's sort of not planned, but she was expecting to be out of contact. No wonder. No worries. Does this mean no Nando's anytime soon? Yeah, I'm going to be avoiding all restaurants, to be honest. I feel bad for you. Gonna have to give up coffee too, so it's not Sir Frothalot. But you'll never be awake. Ha, I just meant from cafes. All cafes, even Sir Frothalot, has a website as well. So there is an ARG side to this, absolutely. Yep. You're really going off grid. Let me know if you need anything. Thanks, Tim. So that's Tim. Stella. Oh my God, have you heard about Gabby? Gabby from school. Do we know any other Gabbies? Yes, Gabby from school. Well, she's been dating this guy, loads of money, something a bit dodgy, Barry something, always out the country. Really can't talk at the moment, babe. I'm in the middle of something. But this is really good. Claire, I need to share this gossip. Claire. Okay. Well, Stella's annoying. Bank of Mulvaria, thank you for giving us the password, you muppets. Ryan Pigeon, hey, can't explain, but I need to disappear for a bit. Fine, okay. Honestly, don't worry, see you soon. Is everything okay? It's fine. Well, Ryan's not bothered, is he? Natalia, you want anything from Karen's? Well, Karen's is Karen's Food and Wine. Quite a few things come out of here. Karen's Food and Wine. Are all of these valid phone numbers? They almost certainly will be, Thalcott. Just so you know, I won't be around the embassy for a bit. Okay, don't tell anyone. Sure, not around at all. No, I had a bit of a thing with my dad. Interesting. Going to stay at least 1 mile away from at all times. It's extreme, but okay. I won't say anything. I'm sure it'll work itself out. I'm not so sure. Ooh, a thing with her father. With Paul. Paul is texting us or Claire, just checking to see how you're doing. For the last time, stop messaging me. Naughty Paul. Naughty Paul. Ian Stickler. The Mulverian government has a Twitter account, but weirdly it doesn't look like it's affiliated with the game. Ian, do you have any idea when my headphones might be? No. When did you last have them? Haven't seen them since I was around. Yours. Probably not going to be at the embassy for a bit, which is, of course, where she was living. I can check when I'm next there. Okay, thanks. Okay, and one last set. Anna, why weren't you at indoor cycling earlier? I've cancelled my membership for a bit, but who's going to be my bike buddy? Don't worry, I'm sure I'll be back soon. You better be. Don't want you getting fat. Lol, I feel seen. Go to hell, Anna. Good work. Now, well, that's interesting. Well, apologies about the pixely. That will come back. Scott, you were going to say something.
No, just say that you know things are pixely.
Yeah. So it does sound that she's had a tiff with her father. Sounds like something is going on. So she's deliberately gone away from her father. She's going to be more than a mile away from the embassy. Now, there is a key on this map. There is a key. It's just off screen for you. But 1 mile is this. So I will I will draw a circle because that is not as useful. So is this going to work? Yep. You're going to smudge. Yes, you are. Brilliant. So I won't do that. There we go. Different pen. All the pens. So 1 mile. So we know that wherever she's going to be, she will not be within a mile at the moment. So it's about... This is where I'm useless at arts and crafts, etc. And then 10 and a bit. So... Here we go. This is where I screw things up. Where is the... Okay. It's a little bit rough, but this is a rough circle mile, which may not actually be coming up particularly well. But I can see it, and I'll be able to... That is better. Rough mile. Do not use it as an exact thing. I get lost really easily as well. So, yeah, don't.
I could tell you stories. Oh, actually, I really wish I could tell you that story about Union Square.
Oh, that story.
Yeah.
I hate San Francisco. Right.
Foggy was asking for Claire's account number, which is a normal thing for me to say over the internet.
It was 7403. I can put it in the chat. 7403-9003. 7403-9003. That is in the chat. So with that, someone was saying that that one of the things was actually in a different place, as in it was actually the coordinates to a jeweler's, but I forget which one. So could whoever
So Surf Frothalot is apparently a location, is apparently not a real business, and may actually be where a jeweler is located.
Is it going to be one of these Hatton Garden things?
Or just could be, just one of the breaks between reality and not.
Indeed. So yeah, I wouldn't take. What is this? Oh, who knows? Bass Ackwards. Yes. Oh dear. This is a murder mystery. It is a basically we've been given the first of 6 parts that should take another about half an hour to solve. Tops, hopefully, he says, hedging his bets. Who killed or where is Claire Makeover? So we've been given her bank account, as you do. This is all fictional. This is basically the start of an ARG, essentially, of a big murder mystery. And we're just trying to work out where Claire is likely to be now, so that I can email to a fictional account, hopefully, where it is, and hopefully get a response, and hopefully say, okay, this is the end of box 1, because I think that's where this will end for tonight. If we get the location of where she is now or where she might be, that I think is like the nice ending point of box 1. But we're trying to work out
what did
where.
you buy on Amazon?
Amazon? What?
Yeah.
Oh,
did you
yeah.
buy on
120. Yeah, it must be a decent webcam. Very, very decent webcam. Just turn you around so you're round the right way. She lives at the Moldovan. Can't get it on my head. Moldovan embassy with her father, but something happened in between her and her father. She now wants to be more than a mile away whenever possible. That we do know. So we know the places she likes to frequent. We know it's not going to be the theatre. Where is this cool cats?
I think a reasonable thing would be, if you've got nothing else, to actually draw these things on the map.
Yeah. I'm now starting to look at the map and go, okay, we have this because we have a. Ooh. Okay, so.
Enjoy.
Mortimer Street. If anyone spots Mortimer, I found it. Found the blighter. Okay, so sorry, gonna have to flip him.
It's gonna be very hard for the chat to help, but we'll try our best.
Oh yeah, absolutely. But I mean, this the important thing is this is within the 1 mile thing.
If you know where zone 1 is, that also helps too. Also, Annika, just so you know, I have to buy props for one of my shows, and there's a website you can buy things like banksupplies.com is where I've gotten that. Long story short, you can get canvas sacks with a $sign on them, and you can go into a bank and happily withdraw several $1,000s, and the tellers don't mind whatsoever.
Karen's Food and Wine. Karen's Food and Wine. Is that Soho? Is that what it's saying? Where's Soho? I've been to Soho, I think. Where? Oh dear. It would be a great double bluff though, wouldn't it? If you actually tried to rob a bank with the $sign on your bag. Complete double bluff. No one will expect it. Have fun trying it. Where is Berwick Street? I got absolutely no flipping idea. Where is Soho? People of London. Where in the London is Soho? Stupid. It's got to be in here somewhere. So I found the first one. I found that one there is Cool Cats, Kittens, and just north of the embassy. There we go. So she won't be at Karen's Food and Wine because that is there. Thank you very much. To Cynical Bear. Bernard Therapy. Interesting. Is it real? Oh, by St. Paul's. Okay. I've been to St. Paul's. Still can't work out where it is. I've been there. I've even been on a private guided tour of it.
Ooh.
I know, and I cannot tell you why. Because I don't remember. Not because of anything exciting. St. Paul's Cathedral. St. Paul's. You know, in the Golden Shot, up a bit, down a bit, left a bit, right a bit, fire. I'm feeling the vibe. St. Paul's. Where's the Mr. Flibble? I see St. James's. I see. What? What have you just posted a link to? That is a good. Is that yours, Scott?
Yeah, that's on my desk.
For those interested, Scott has just put this picture. Oh, it's not going to load for me now. Didn't she get text messages saying avoid past royal courts? Okay, where is St. Paul's? I can't. Oh, right. I can see National Gallery in Trafalgar Square.
Do you have another pen?
Yeah.
Could just do me a favor and just label the columns, A1 through A, B, C, D, E, F. And
They are actually labelled.
Yeah, but we can't see the labels, so
but,
just do that, just so the chat doesn't go completely mad. Oh, there you go. Okay, that's fine. Chat, can you just use the letter number things, because Dad's getting confused.
I mean, just where the E2? Thank you. Well, that's outside of. I would never have spotted that. E2. Oh, of course it's near the river. It's next to the Millennium Sodding Bridge. Right, okay, the Wobbly Bridge. I knew that. I knew that. Okay, so if that is... Oh, I still can't find the stupid thing. Where is... I can't see it. It's not south... Because I'm looking. I'm so sorry. Ah, there we go. Found it. And it's there. So, could well be at Bernard Therapy then. Because that's way outside of that. Sir Frothalot. Did we already find Sir Frothalot? No, I don't think so. Greville Street. Greville Street.
PokerNet says that's in Hatton Garden.
Hatton Garden. Okay, you think I know where Hatton Garden is? That is a bold assumption. If you know any numbers or letters, I assume it's going to be within this 1 meter circle, though. And I apologise that there's nothing you can do to actually help me other than shout at your screen. C1-ish. I believe that. It's got a roundabout in it. It's got a roundabout. A very distinctive roundabout. And it's right next to... just outside the circle. Oh. Okay. Where just outside the circle?
C1's at the top.
It is, but I can't see it here. Greville Street.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do this one then.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
Maybe E1? Yes, E1. It's here. It's outside of the circle. There we go. That's why. So, could be Sir Frothalot, but we've had... Oh, I'm not going to be at Sir Frothalot's. So, we know that it isn't actually that one.
Oh, right. Sorry, I don't have their Facebook account. You're right. They do have one.
Anything else? Pret-a-Manger London. Oh, there's just going to be just a Pret-a-Manger, isn't it? It's not going to be that. I'm going to ignore that. Oyster Auto Top-Up, Stella McCartney on Bond Street, Cafe Nero. Do I? It's going to be this place. It's going to be this place over here. Bernard Therapy. No restaurants. That's a very good point. So no Sir Frothalot, no Cafe Nero, no Nando's. How could you cope? Bernard Therapy it is. Right. So I'm going to email the stuff with the thing for the person. Okay, so I'm going to email, and I have a feeling that the father may not be a very nice piece of work. Just a sixth sense. So actually, telling the father where I think it is going to lead to probably her death. Sorry, L. Markova at Molvaria.
So her father does have a LinkedIn page. He is former military.
Okay. Right. Email me the name of the business. The name of the business. Well, that was... Oh, goodness, what was this? It was... Bernard Therapy. I'm just putting it in both the subject line and the text. Bernard Therapy is one of London's finest physiotherapy centres, catering for all kinds of injuries and issues. Oh no, yeah, that's not worrying at all, Pokenuts. Okay. I'm not sure how quickly I will get a response. I mean, I should get an instant bounce back or something, shouldn't I?
So I know how it's supposed to be pronounced. I mean, parsed. But the first time I saw that, I thought Bernard Therapy was a Mr. Therapy.
Yes, I thought so too.
Yeah.
Okay, I have an email back.
Oh.
Now, because it also puts some of my personal emails on screen, I'm not going to show it. But I'm...
Copy and paste. You know how to do it.
Yeah. I'm just... Excel is opening. Why am I doing it in Excel? Because I have Excel in an OBS scene and I don't have Word in an Excel scene because, of course, aren't things wonderful? Okay, right, and more than size 8 font. Okay, this is what we got. This is the email. You must be that detective Delossus told me they were hiring. Bernard Therapy. I should have known. Claire never misses an appointment. Of course, she still goes there every week. I could intercept her there, but I need to narrow down a couple of things first. I know Claire doesn't like attending physiotherapy alone. She's always accompanied by a friend. But I don't know who. Her colleague Kirsty at Save the Kittens often organises her calendar. Maybe you can ask her who will be going with Claire. When you find out the full name of the friend she is going with, email it to me, and I look forward to hearing from you. Okay. I assume that we'll come to a point where we will know that that's the end of box 1. I assume so. Okay, so this isn't creepy at all. We now need to find the full name of the person, Kirsty. QuizzyDan saying, who wouldn't want him as my dad? Oh, absolutely. Is it just going to be Kirsty at Save the Kid? Yeah, okay. So
I put a link in the chat.
Thank you. So do we just email Kirsty at savethekittens.org.uk and say, hello, what's your full name? And, you know, your mother's maiden name and date of birth and things like that. There could indeed be a Kirsty in the text messages. This is a good question. Was she the annoying one? I think there was a Kelly. There was not a Kelly.
Kirsty's not. She's not going there. She's just the one she's her personal assistant who organizes her calendar.
Okay, yeah, you're a bit quiet again. Sorry.
I don't know. This is the same mic at the same distance.
I don't know. It's technology.
It's okay.
It hates us.
Anyway, yeah. So Kirsty is the one who organizes her calendar, as opposed to the person who goes to therapy with. So.
Okay. So what was it? Was Save the Kitten. I need your.
Okay. Click on the link. Go to savethekittens.org.uk.
Yeah. There we go.
And who we are.
Who we are. I do like the sense of humour in this game, even if we're now in slightly creepy territory. So, I've clicked who we are. Come on.
You're on the page.
Oh, right. Oh, I was expecting a bigger change. Okay.
You were already there. Just scroll down. There you go.
So, yes, Kirsty at savethekittens.org.uk. I'm going to ask her a name by email.
I mean, if you want to treat her like as if a real person, just say, hi, I'm Dan. I'm with this detective agency. I'm looking for Claire. I'm looking for information about Claire who may have disappeared. Blah blah blah. You know.
Yeah, I've just written full name, please.
Okay.
Because I know it's an automated thing.
We're suspending this little narrative distant, you know.
I mean, how very dare you suggest that this is makeup?
We know that Kirsty's the organizer. We're asking Kirsty for the name of Claire's friend that she goes to therapy.
Oh, so it isn't Kirsty's name that we're after?
Because it's on the website.
Okay, so I immediately just got a bounce back saying, hiya, I'm currently checking my emails intermittently. If you have a specific request, then email again and I'll get back to you as quickly as possible. So, So I need
so
to ask for the full name of Kirsty, or is Kirsty just organising it?
Yeah. So okay, look at the website. All right, I guess I have to spill this out. Look, see that you already know Kirsty's website, Kirsty's full name. It's on the website,
I'm an idiot.
right?
Yeah.
So the letter from Leonid said you want Claire's friend whom she goes to Bernard therapy with.
Right.
Kirsty organizes Claire's calendar. That's why you're asking Kirsty in the first place.
Right. So I'm asking Kirsty who is going with Claire.
To Bernard therapy, because I have a feeling that Citizen is correct, where you actually need to say the word Bernard therapy in the email for it to work.
Yeah, I think you're right. Who is Claire?
Sorry, I thought you already had all that. That's why I didn't say anything.
No, I am an idiot. No, sorry, I'm a Muppet.
You just missed the clue. The chat, like every other Tuesday stream, the chat's ahead of you. That's okay. My job is to interface with the chat and read through this.
Who is going to Barnard Castle? I wanted to say Barnard Castle there. Bernard therapy.
But just also just ask about also have you been to Bernard Castle? Have you met Bernard Cribbin? Just
also, how is Dominic Cummings?
Yeah, just keep asking.
Please correct the email. Oh, I haven't done the right. I was going to add this to my contacts. Can I just say? Glad to have Kirsty at savethekittens.org.uk in my list of people who I now can email at the click of a button. No response yet. Won't be long. Hiya. I'm not exactly sure who she'll be going with, I'm afraid, but I seem to remember it's a friend she calls Fishy. Now, we know this. So, we can now use the photographs, assuming I haven't lost them, with Fishy on to identify them. One of these three people, ignoring that person, so one of these two people is Fishy, and I assume that they're going to work together. So, I mean, I assume that they're going to be one of these 6 people. So, one of those is Fishy, the person left on the right, and I'm just looking through the other stuff. So, this is Fishy and Ryan. So, if we can cross-reference a Ryan, there is a Ryan on this one. So, those are the same. So, that must be Ryan. So, this is Fishy. This is Fishy. Okay. Spot the Fishy person. Try and remember. I'll just... So that's Fishy, I think. Is it going to be Raphael? Is that the same person? It might be this... I'm not convinced. Not convinced.
Do you have any other information?
Well, I'll go through that logic again. This photo is a photo of me, Fishy, and Ryan. This photo is me, some people, and Ryan. So there's only one crossover, unless Fishy has another name. And those are the same. Those are definitely the same. Any other photos? That's a good point. Photo of her on her own. So we don't have any other with Ryan. We can just check the other photos. So this is me, Stella, Matt, Tim, and Ian. Although he looks like that as well, doesn't he? This is me and Tim, who worryingly looks like one of my old bosses. Raphael is the guy on the right in the group shot. This one, do you mean? Oh, could be, could well be. And then one of her is a child. It's not that one. And one of her on her own. Don't need that. Okay. Is there anything about fishy in the SMS? Does it say Raphael on the back? Ah, no, there's no Raphael. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm going to take a really weird thing here, which is you're assuming that it's one of the work colleagues, which is not necessarily true.
Indeed.
So we have a lot of other context in the SMS things. Is there anything that we can get from that?
Indeed. So we had Tim, Stella, Ryan, Natalia, Paul, Ian, and Anna as SMS contacts that we have that we can look at.
So, did any of them mention burner therapy as in a place that they have? Did any of those 5 say anything about burner therapy, that they would be going together, or?
She told Paul to stop messaging him. Anna was from indoor cycling. She asks Natalia if she wants anything from Karen's, or rather the other way round. Ian has lost his headphones. Ryan, she's just saying she's disappearing. Stella is just talking gossip. Tim, no. So there's no mention of Barnard therapy. Bernard therapy? Barnard therapy? I forget. I'm getting the castle in my head now. Is one of them called Ryan Salmon or something? I think there was a Ryan. I think it was a Ryan. Ryan Pigeon. There's a Ryan Pigeon. There is a Ryan Pigeon. Why do you ask, David? Why do you say that? Oh, because his surname would then be Fishy or something like that. Okay. Why would a pigeon be fishy? That's a really good thing. Let's take a look at their names and see if there's anything fishy. Tim Montgomery, Stella Roberts, Ryan Pigeon, Natalia Anev, Paul Stenson, Ian Sticker, Anna Platt. Yeah, there's got to be a reason why someone's called Fishy. This is a very good point. Right. Okay. Are we... Okay. So, me, Stella, Matt, Tim, and Ian. He is him. That's Ryan. He's Ryan. Stella, Paul, Tim, Ian, and Ryan. Me, Stella, Matt. So Matt is the... We know that this is Matt because he's the only one not appearing in here. And we know that... so we know that Ryan... Is Ryan the one that isn't? So yes, we know that there's a Ryan in here. One of these two is Ryan. I'm not sure how this helps us.
Okay. Well, so so we can at least eliminate that Tim is not. It's not Tim because that's in the first picture. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Tim.
So we got that.
So is that Tim? Are they the same?
No. In the first picture, in the first picture, sorry, the running picture.
Mm-hmm.
In the running picture, who is in the running picture?
Fishy.
Uh-huh.
And someone
Ryan.
Ryan.
Oh, Fishy and Ryan. Okay, so thank you. So we know it's not Ryan. That much we know.
The Macular Society is a real charity, I think. Or maybe it isn't. The runner numbers. They've got running numbers right next to each other. That may or may not be important. Can we eliminate all the people named with their real names? I have post-it notes. So, we know that this person is Ryan. Ryan, Claire, Fishy. On this one, so we got Claire, Ryan. We don't know who this is. This is someone and this is someone. That has to be Stella, only female name. And someone. Oh, what did David Bodicum say? Are the fun run results available anywhere online? Oh, that's genius! Genius.
Oh, if you got that, I'm happy with that.
That's absolute genius. So, looking at the photo, it says British 10K. Sport British 10K. The thing is, Macular Society looks like it's a real thing. Or is it just...
It is.
Yeah.
It's very much a real charity.
So I don't feel like it would be that. But... E6208 is his number for 10K. The British 10K 2018 results. And that's the right thing. So I've gone to a website where I found the right sort of logo and everything, but I can't find. I will put that in the chat. That is what I found. I found that, and that looks like the right. All the logo and everything like that, it works. But I don't know how. Results. Click on results. So participant by bib name E6208. Thank you, David, for this. I think this will help us. Search. And that's not right. Nothing comes up.
So someone else thinks it's Edinburgh? You think it's...
Oh, I see. This could be lots of different places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say that I have, set up puzzle events, but me actually running a 10K, that's a bit much.
Oh, I go running and I don't like 10K. I could probably do it if I really had to. I once accidentally run a half marathon, and that was an accident. That was good fun. Look at the background of the photo. There's a door. And a sale on, which is always useful because I always like saving money. So that's there. I can also...
It's unpixelated again, but our bid number is E208, E6208, is that correct?
E6208. Which unfortunately doesn't come up with anything, but I'm only looking at running at Westminster. Claire's is E6209.
Yep. All right. Is there anything else in the envelope?
We went through that one. Entirely possible. Nope, not a dicky bird. Still checking, but carry on. I do have a hint. I have a hint thing that I can go to should I need it. But I'd like to...
All right, so we have a list of names. Okay, so we have the list of people on each picture. We have 4 pictures, and we have the names of each of the 4 pictures, correct?
Yes.
we also have a series of text messages, but those don't seem to meaningfully overlap, correct?
Yep.
Okay. There's no mention of therapy or fishy in any of the texts.
No, all the text messages are I'm heading away for a bit,
Yeah.
essentially. Stella
Okay.
wants to talk about Gabby.
Okay.
Have you heard about Gabby?
No, I've not heard about Gabby.
Ryan, just telling that I'm going to be away for a bit. Natalia just seems to say, do you want anything from Karen's? No. Paul seems to be a nuisance, checking in to see how you're doing. For the last time, stop messaging me is her reply. Ian Stickler has lost his headphones. And Anna Platt was at cycling. So how do the names in the pictures compare to the names in the text messages? Yeah. Have we got a Ryan? Was there a Ryan here? So we got a Ryan. So we know he's Ryan Pigeon.
Mm-hmm.
Tim Montgomery. That's fine. Do we have a Stella? We don't have a
Thank you,
Stella,
Foggy.
do we?
Have
Yes,
a
we
great
do.
day.
Sorry, what was that?
Foggy, have a great day.
Thanks, Foggy. Ryan. Where's... Oh, no, we got Ryan. Natalia. I assume... So Natalia must be one of these two. So that there is Stella. So that's Natalia. Paul. Do we have a Paul on here? We do have a Paul in here. So I mean, he's Ryan. Are they the same people? Is that the same person as this? I think so. Not quite convinced. Because I think... Oh, I don't know what his name is. Matt and Ian. So you're either Matt or Ian. Okay, and on the back of here... Sorry, this is difficult to follow. I am fully aware. Ian. Okay, so that is Ian. So you are Ian. You are Matt. So me, Stella, Paul. So one of these two is Paul. Tim, Ian, and Ryan. So I've got Tim and Paul, who I'm not... That must be Tim. So Paul, you are the nuisance. Paul here is the nuisance. How does this help with Fishy? No one in the top photo is Natalia. I think this person is Natalia. You think the station picture doesn't have Ryan in it. I think that's Ryan there. Is there a guy she's messaging whose name isn't listed on the photos? Excellent question. Oh, yeah. So Tim, not Tim. Stella, we have a name of Ryan, Natalia, Paul, Ian Sticker. Okay, could be Ian then. No, we have an Ian. Sorry, ignore that. And Anna. Anna's the wrong sex. So, I can check the names. So, me, Stella, Matt, Tim, and Ian. Me, Stella, Matt. Oh, right. Matt, Tim, and Ian. So I've got that wrong. So he can't be Ryan. Right. So, me, Fishy, and Ryan. Gosh, I'm so confused right now, and I can't really break this down easier. So, also that is not Natalie. Okay. I don't know who is whom. I might have to ask for a hint here. I think I'm going for a hint.
Take a deep breath.
So this isn't Ryan. That is.
Also, if things are pixelating for me.
That's not fun.
We're almost there.
I think once we get this bit, that's Claire. Okay, so that's Claire. Sorry, thank you, Catnip. So that is Stella. Oh, I had Stella. My writing is awful. I'm well aware. So that isn't Ryan. So I've screwed up with Ryan. Okay. Is it going to be Ryan Pigeon then? So is it just a case of emailing the server with all these different names, and when we get the right one, it'll just go back with congratulations? Feels like short-circuiting it, really. But
okay, yeah. This was just. Yeah, I think the okay. Sorry, I was away for a moment. So the first one is just let's just write this. I know you're trying to do matching the faces, and promise that I think a lot of us are terrible at this.
I'm really bad at spotting all the different faces. I'm finding really struggling telling the faces apart.
Just because you've been flipping this a lot,
and that too.
What is just the names on each of them? Just write them out on the post-it if you have to.
Okay, that one's Tim Claire. That one's absolutely fine. That one.
Yeah, that's Tim Claire. Good.
It is.
Yeah. Sorry, Catnip. You could vent to me individually if you've got something important. But I had a thing I had to take care of. I'm sorry.
Claire, Fishy, and Ryan are on here.
Okay.
I'm going to remove that post-it because that's just an awful post-it note.
So that's it. Okay.
On this one,
I'm following you, Catnip. What you got for me?
Catnip, help us! I'm so sorry that I'm not taking your help on board because you've tried to explain things twice to me.
Yeah.
She's saying, "Screw the faces." It's not a bad thing.
Because I noticed you're trying to do some matching, and it's a little tricky here. Just turn them over. Okay. Well, we could do that too. Sure. You have the last photo to do that.
Okay. Yeah, I can just turn them all over. Shall I do that?
Well, 3 of us are. Yeah.
Do we know Fishy's male? We do not.
Oh, I didn't even hear the Claris, Natalie. I'm sorry. Like I said, I had a work issue just pop up.
That's okay. Thank you very much for being here. Okay, so we've got those.
Have a good night, Catnip. Take care of yourself.
So, we've got Claire, Fishy, and Ryan here. That is Claire. Thing is, I can't work out who this is why I'm confused. So we know that either Fishy or Ryan, because they are the same person. So this is either Fishy or Ryan. If it's
so, Thalcut's making. Okay, so Thalcut's making the point that it's unlikely to be any of these names. Period.
Okay.
Right. I mean, let's just because we have made no progress in half an hour. Okay, as in, it's not going to. Fishy is not going to be any of these names because otherwise you would use the name Fishy.
Okay.
That's Chad has pointed this out a few times. Is that it's for the purposes of this puzzle, it's unlikely that you're going to swap between calling someone a nickname and their real name in between multiple sets of photos.
Right.
So Fishy's not going to appear in any of these other pictures because they're not named in any of these pictures.
Okay. Happy with that. So we can eliminate all these names from being Fishy. Right.
That's why this face matching has probably not been very useful because you're not going to get anywhere.
Okay.
It's unlikely that Fishy appears in any of these pictures because they're not named in any of these pictures. That's Thalcut put that out, and I think I'm going to agree with this.
Okay.
Thalcut was the first, Catnip a lot, and a lot of other people.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. No. I'm just summarizing for chat. That's all I have to do. So what are the other names of the text messages? Is there someone that she's been texting that's not any of these names? That's not Paul, Tim, etc.
So we have a Tim.
Mm-hmm. So Tim is probably Tim.
Stella.
Stella.
The bank. Ryan.
Yep. Bank is big. Ryan is Ryan. Okay.
Natalia,
Natalia is Natalia.
but it isn't Natalia.
Yeah,
Paul,
Paul is Paul.
and then we've got this Ian Sticker.
But Ian is Ian.
So we think it's Ian. Is that what we're going for?
No, because Ian's named is Ian, right?
Oh, is he? Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah, absolutely. So Paul is there. Ian is there. Anna is the other one. But again,
so Anna's not in any of these. But
a stickler is a fish. Is it?
Okay.
But his surname is Sticker, not Stickler. But maybe that is why they called him Fish. You never know. His name is Ian Sticker.
Yeah, but as Dalcott would point out, is if Ian is fishy, why does she write Ian into these photos and not?
Agreed.
Fishy. That's it's a good idea to deal with. We're trying to make some progress. I'm still gonna latch on to Thalcott because it would. I'm kind of doing this meta thing where it wouldn't be fair if you used a nickname only some of the time.
Yeah, although that is how nicknames get used. Yeah. But it would be unfair in the context of this puzzle.
I mean, also, when you say you're a mile from your dad, you don't literally draw a mile on a map. So, so is there any other lists of names that we can work with? We have our coworkers, but that's kind of there.
Yeah.
I mean, all we have left is really the coworker. Is there anything else like in our bank account, in their social medias that we would have access to? What?
Okay, so the team are these people. So yeah, River, Fishy.
River and Mo. So it could be those two. That's one. Is there anything else, like any other PayPal payments in our bank account or anything like that?
Mark Cookson.
That's just Nando's.
Indeed, but it's a person. We haven't had a Mark.
But wouldn't that reference Nando's? So that is, yeah.
So Mark Cookson is a possible. Aside from that, nothing else that I can see of. See anything in here?
She has a LinkedIn, which doesn't really have. I'm going to. So I don't think she has got a Facebook or anything like that. But she does have a LinkedIn. But her only connection is to her dad.
Okay.
Yeah. So if someone is paying you back for Nando's, would they be your friend? Would they be
yes. I mean, so this is the meal, 37.40, of which 15.76 came back.
Was it on the same day or near about?
Yes. Oh yeah, same day.
So is it the same day as in near-ish to Bernard Therapy? Oh no, I guess it's different.
Well, the Bernard Therapy is a weekly thing.
Yeah, right, in the Nando's thing. So that could be that could be, it's definitely just someone paying back. That could be anything.
I've forgotten who I need to email now. Who do I need to email? I need to email.
So what did Kirsty say in her email? I don't think we ever got.
I emailed the dad, and it said, "I know Claire isn't attending physiotherapy alone. She's accompanied by a friend. I don't know who. Her colleague I can ask her who will be going with Claire."
Oh, well then could we email her colleagues? Because here's the thing. It can't be a coworker because Kirsty would know them, right?
Yep.
It wouldn't be on that team.
Mm-hmm.
But she says, can you put the text up in Excel again? Because that was really useful.
There it is. When you find out the full name of the friend she's going with, so that was that. Did you want the email from Kirsty?
Kirsty, thank you. Yes.
Yeah. Kirsty's email was this. In 5. Why would I want it 5 points? Thank you, Excel.
Okay, I'm not exactly sure she'll be going with.
Usually a friend she calls Fishy.
That helps.
We need to email the dad with the right answer. Yes, indeed.
So all of her text messages are from people in the photo, correct?
I'm going to try Mark Cookson. Because it kind of feels like the way in, but we shall see. It's a bit of a punt in the dark.
Yeah, Liam did specifically ask for full name.
It did. So just give that a few seconds to come through. It's not him. I need to know who will be accompanying Claire to the physio. Try finding Claire's assistant's details and ask them if they know. Okay, well.
We could also email like the other people. Like, hey, do you know? I mean, it's a random. We've got nothing else to do right now, right?
Yeah.
We've got four other people we could email that says, just do you know who?
I'm just trying Ian's sticker as well because that's the only other person that.
Yeah. Okay, that has
anything. It feels like short circuiting.
Yeah.
But
I kind of wanted.
It's Ian. It's come through as it is Ian.
Okay.
But I don't know why.
So the face matching would have worked.
Is that what it was?
Well, if it is Ian, and Fishy is in the first photo and Ian's in the other two other pictures, then. All right.
Anyway, this is the email that came back. Excellent work. Now, before you do anything else, I need you to leave a voicemail on Fishy's phone. Well, at least I've got his phone number. You need to tell him not to accompany Claire. This is creepy as heck. Not to accompany Claire to her next appointment. I don't care what you say. Pretend you're another. Okay, this is going to be embarrassing. I don't care what you say. Pretend you're another one of Claire's friends or something. Just make up some excuse. We need to get him out of the picture. Then I need you to send me the day and time that Claire will be attending her next physiotherapy appointment. I reckon making contact with the physiotherapy place itself might be a good idea. barnardtherapy.com. Email me the date and time as soon as you know. Okay. So which bit do we do first? You need to tell him not to, if you don't care what you say, pretend you're... Okay. Am I going to do this call first? Is that what's going to happen? Okay.
Well, see, we need to cancel. We need to know the appointment, and we need to cancel this. So it's just like.
Okay. So I have Ian's number. So that isn't a problem. Let's go to barnardtherapy.com. And.
Ooh, there's an automated online receptionist available. That sounds like a good idea.
Okay. Is that this thing down here? Right. So, I'm going to talk in English. Hello.
Hello.
I didn't quite get that. How can I help you? I would like an existing appointment, please. Am I cancelling? I can I just say how creepy this is?
Check my appointment. Yeah. Because you're not. It's,
no! No! I don't want to cancel. No!
Oh,
Go away.
God.
Restarting.
Why are you?
No, it's still there.
Okay, shift reload, but also we are a bit over.
We are very over.
Yeah.
Well,
so.
It's gonna get cancelled. Sorry. You're gonna get murdered.
Just make up a wrong name. Just get loop out of this one here.
No, I would not like to make one. Very well. Existing appointment. Check my appointment. Claire Markova. We never give out the day a patient is coming, but I can confirm the time of your appointment if you can tell me your date of birth. Right.
You should have that information.
Right. Okay. Date of birth.
Someone remember.
Why do you say 24/11, Bocky? Do you remember something that I don't? I'm sure. Check the birthday photo. That is a genius. Yes, absolutely. Absolutement. November the 24th, November the 24th, 2013, and it was. It doesn't actually say if it was her 18th birthday.
Is that not like an 18 candle or something else like that?
But that's a strong clue. I'm glad that you guys are here. So the date of birth. So if she was 18 in 2013, that'd be 1995. So 24/11/1985. No, 1995. Your appointment is at 1 p.m. I hope that was of help, Claire. Okay, 1 p.m. What day?
But we know what day, though.
Do we?
Look at her bank account. She goes every week.
Oh, okay. This is why I would not make a good detective.
Yeah.
She goes weekly, so it'll be the 20th. So 20th at 1 p.m. She's going to get murdered. Okay, 20th, 1 p.m. Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, I've broken people today, so.
This is sort of why I'm careful when I watch video game streams, because you can literally watch someone bash their head against a rock for an hour.
Yes, I was hoping that wouldn't happen. It did.
It did.
Thank you very much to everyone who is still here.
Oh yeah. Do we have a detective boss that we can call?
Do we have a detective boss first?
I mean,
so call them instead.
Yeah, like we just see how they're doing, and
I have no contact for Delossus Global. No contact.
You just got an envelope.
I just have an envelope. Okay, so I'm now going to call Ian and tell him to not go. Is that right?
Yeah, just say you're Gary and you're going to go get drinks with Claire that day.
Okay. I will try and put it on speaker.
Hi dudes, it's Fishy here. If you're calling to hang out, then you should know my weekly commitments. I'm busy 3 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Tuesday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Thursday, and 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Friday. If you're wanting to hang out any other time, then leave me a message. Later, dudes.
Hey, it's Scott here. I rock. I'm taking Claire out at 1 p.m. on the 20th to go and watch I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue be filmed at the Radio Theatre in London or something like that. So you can't go. So you do nothing. You be good and do nothing. Goodbye. Well, I think that went well.
So the other way to the solution, besides
smooth,
besides the picture matching, is just to have called the numbers and hope for the best.
Yes, yes, indeed. Do I now get a voicemail back?
I will accept that.
I'll admit I've forgotten why I was doing that.
What was the message you got?
I don't know. It was the Excel message. We need to get them out of the picture. Then,
yeah, which you did.
So I've done that, and they're just gonna use those messages that they get, aren't they, and just put them in a montage. And I have made a tit of myself. Right.
Yes, you have.
Actually, no. Scott has. Okay, so I need to send the date and time, which is the actual important thing.
Yep.
Send the date and time to this incredibly creepy and suspicious person. So 1 p.m. on 20th is the time and date of the appointment. Anyway, enjoy going to I'm Sorry I Haven't a Clue.
Thank you.
Oh, you're very welcome. First thing that came in my head. Okay, any response? Let's have a look. That looks about the right time she'd go, but I'll be needing the day as well. Well, I put 20th in there. It's what
time of day did you write down?
I put 1 p.m. at the 20th.
Put in 1300 or 1:00.
1 p.m. 1300 hours 20th.
So, sometimes text part. There's a glitch that I know in some systems where you want to put time is a mystery, and having space.
I've also put all the days of the week. I put Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Oh, well, Tuesday is the 20th is the Thursday.
Yeah, but that's this month. That'll change. There's nothing tying it to this month, is there?
Would if I were doing a puzzle, I would tie it around.
Well, it doesn't matter. Fantastic work. Thanks so much for all your help. Obviously, just putting all the days breaks it. Okay, fine, fair enough. Oh, whoops, sorry, no. Thanks so much for all your help. I now know the location, day, time, and Fishy won't be joining her, so there won't be a scene. I'll go bring my baby home. That's just no.
So I think it's 10 till after the appointment. If I were doing this, I would make sure that, because you notice that today's the 18th and her debit card is only up to the 15th, which feels about right.
Okay.
Like, I would time it to wherever current day and time it is, like if I were starting this puzzle.
Bocky says, "Are we the baddies? We really are. I've just..."
Yeah. Yeah, are we the baddies? Yes.
Yeah. Yes, we are.
Yeah, we're the baddies. We're getting paid, I think, right?
I assume so. I assume that's the end of thingy 1?
Because we have to wait till the 20th and
yeah. One way to check that: wait a week and look at the bank site again. Yes, or even a day. Actually, all the things should click on one for that. Yeah, I've not got a response, so I assume that is the end of box 1. I would have liked. Is the game time sensitive? I don't think it is, Tebow Bear. I just think it's using, okay, if this is today's date, it's just immediately spreading it out around today's date. I think we are becoming an accomplice to murder Neophobos, but at least it's fun. So that was the Detective Society.
I short circuit, which is if the game is called Who Cleared Claire Makova, the answer is probably not going to be her dad.
It's going to be me.
I mean, this is a Kickstarter, but I don't think they're going to scam. Is it you? Are you the murderer?
Apparently, we are. I think I would just like to immediately share 2% of all the blame with everyone watching right now. So you are all guilty, everyone.
So for the record, for those of you just getting, so the hard part was we should have just called everybody, just blind call everyone, like, hi, I'm with Pizza Hut, and just in case they picked up,
yeah,
and see what voice messages that I have to I'm just gonna go meta. Every so often in these puzzles, I have to learn a new technique, and cold calling random people is definitely one new one for me.
So the website says, can you find Claire Makova? When they did it on Kickstarter, it was very much definitely a murder mystery. So I'm not expecting a good outcome. So I apologise for that half-hour faff in the middle. I think without it, that would have been a nice 2-hour stream, as it was. Extra Dan value there. What do I think? Tebow Bear says, ooh, I'm just wondering whether he's just thought of something that's going to be really important, really relevant. It probably isn't. What do I think of this so far? Well, I think I like... so I am normally very, very clean and clinical in terms of my puzzles. I like... they're very much like Foggy's puzzles. They're no wasted information. It's all, exact things. This is all very much the reality side of things, that you're building up. We now start to see some of her friends. We now know her a little bit of her life, things like that. Lots of information that strictly isn't necessarily. We don't need to know that she went to Nando's. That Mark thing was just an entire red herring. So there's lots. So it's cutting the wheat from the chaff, and I struggle to do that, as you've spotted. I think it's promising. I think it's. That's detective goes for you, says Sasta. I do completely agree. It's work that's why you have to detect. It's not discrete puzzles. I don't mind that. And I just wish that there's a clear end point, because I feel like a nice, okay, good job, I'm going to go and do a thing, wait for my next package or something like that. In terms of the stuff that got mailed to me, excellent quality, I will say that. It's all very well, lovingly prepared. Everything seems very well thought out. Good photos, good quality printing. Nothing was broken, as in none of the puzzles were broken, except for the fact that you could just email everything to everyone and you will get a right answer, because it's looking for a hit. It's not looking for not a miss, if that makes any sense. If you include the right word anywhere within your text, it's going to trigger a hit. So I will use that when we get stuck next time. Unless they're watching me now, in which case, help.
They're probably, honestly, I would check. I would be checking what people are submitting.
Yeah, absolutely. Some of the, I can now use this. I have a handy bag and a new bonus thing, a new bonus lock. 707. Right. Need to remember that. I think possibly £130 for all 6, if it's like this each time. Going to be a little on the high side. I would put it down to 15 to 20 each time. That's just my gut feeling. I don't know how it's going to evolve. I'm very much looking forward to £130 for a lock, some paper and a bag. It's a very lovely bag, shiny. You're not just paying for that. It's all the puzzles and everything like that. And the servers and putting all these websites up is not exactly free, although it's not hugely expensive. So that feels like a bit of a sticking point, but I don't know how it's going to evolve. I do not know how the next 5 are going to go. When you compare it to an escape room, that would be like 20 quid for an hour, or 15 quid an hour, when you add in all the time either side. So in terms of time, I think it's a little on the high side, but I am happy to see where it's going. I will definitely do box number 2 here with everyone, because I need the help, quite frankly. And we will see how it continues to evolve. I've really enjoyed it. The next one should be delivered, I believe, they say, towards the end of August. So look, early to mid-September will be the next one.
Oh,
this time, sorry?
Okay. They are timing these. Okay, that makes sense.
It's one a month. As we get in, we might actually, the backstory might evolve, and as a group on Twitch, we may really, really enjoy it, because we get to go, oh yeah, do you remember that guy, the creepy guy, the one who went to the I'm sorry, I'm to Clue recording, all that sort of thing. We might get all that. What have we got coming up? So on Thursday, it's Dan's quiz, 8 PM Thursday, cross between quiz and bingo. Get correct answers, but put them in a row for more points. I am solving cryptic crosswords on Saturday. If you like cryptic crosswords but don't know what they're all about, join me on Saturday at 8 PM. That's a really good idea, Zadster. I don't want to do it The thing is, I don't want it to be too spoilery, but then that's kind of the point. I'll work something up, Zadster. I've got this raw video, so I will. It'll be less than 2.5 hours for a start. So Saturday, cryptic crossword, and this time next week we're back to Puzzle Boat 5. Puzzle Boat 5 returns 8 PM next week. Choo choo. Puzzle Boat 5, we will be back on that. I think we're on level 5 somewhere. We're just over halfway. And this, in amongst Puzzle Boat 5 and the Detective Society, that should take us up through to Christmas for our puzzle streams on a Tuesday evening. Yes, I'll upload it after a few weeks. That is a good point. Final thank you must go. Thank you to everyone in the chat for all your hints, and apologies if I made you try rage quit. Sorry, Catnip. Scott, thank you very, very much. You rock.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you very much for taking.
It was fun. Like it's one of those things where, if I may, as you know, is even though puzzles are similar, every puzzle group is differently. Like puzzle pint puzzles are different from puzzle boat puzzles, which are different from escape rooms, which are different from detective things. And switching between them is mostly the same. It's like driving in a different country. It's mostly the same, except all the signs are weird.
It's not the same at all. The only similarity is we're in a car.
Yeah,
the steering wheel is in a different place. There's no gear lever to change. The seats are all slippery. Yeah. But that might have been me just spraying it down with suntan lotion.
But I think now that we've done at least the first one, we kind of know what to expect. Like, okay, there's going to be a lot of side information, and we have to kind of go. There's a lot. It's detective work, and that's just a different mindset. And now that we've seen it, hopefully the second one will be a little more tight and definitely as fun.
I'm glad that everyone here has enjoyed it. So thank you very, very much, everyone. Have a good evening. Stay safe, stay sane, and I'll catch you all on Thursday for Dan's quiz if you want to be there. If not, that's also fine. You have free will. Take care. Thank you very much. Good evening. Bye.